Hello there. Welcome to the Interview SME series. This week's episode, we discuss customer service satisfaction in Nigeria and how we can improve it. Statistics show that customer satisfaction is a key element for business growth. According to Microsoft, 96% of consumers say customer service is an important factor in their choices, while Harvard Business Review tells us that increasing customer retention rates can increase profits. Customer satisfaction can also save expenses for businesses according to ThinkJar. Joining us on the program this week is Dr. Sorbarikor Lebura, a lecturer at the River State University and the co-founder of foodstantly.com, an online marketplace for food and farm produce. Dr. Lebura educates us on the dynamics around customer satisfaction in Nigeria.
Generally, what we find is that in our setting, in our society, we have a system where customer service and customer satisfaction is the last on the list of a lot of organizations. And as a result, you find a scenario where something that will be taken as normal in other climes and other economies, if you do just that little bit or just that little aspect of looking after the customer out here, it looks like a wow experience for the average customer. And if we look at it from the other perspective, if I want to tie it back to the issues of our environment, what you would find is that it is also tied to where we basically are as a people. You find a lot of people reluctant to question things, okay? And then because they are reluctant to question things, they cannot ask questions, they don't want to make certain demands of organizations and individuals. You find very outrageous performances by employees and by companies. So customer service, customer satisfaction within the Nigerian business environment, it's as low as you could ever imagine. And statistics have shown that a lot of business do not pay serious attention to it, especially because the customers do not demand customer service and customer satisfaction. Yes, I would say yes. Culture is key to it. It's been argued over the years that culture is important in determining how people behave. So I was saying that among the 9 dimensions proposed by House et al. In the Globe Studies of 2004, there are 3 key ones that are relevant to our discussion. And those are assertiveness, future orientation, and performance orientation. Now, we have been raised as a society, as a people, to be very religious, to believe that things just go according to how God wants it. No doubt, for those of us who are Christians, we believe that with every fiber in our being. But the truth about it is that you have to make a move for certain things to happen. Now, for instance, I give you an example. The average thing is if you walk into a hotel and whoever the front desk person is very lazy and has a certain level of laxity and nonchalance about their job, you may not be bothered about talking to anybody. Okay, you just move in. If the rates are good, you take the room. If they are not, you just walk out and move on to something else. You never talk about it. You don't address the management about it. You don't bring it to nobody's attention. And then, so that level of laxity is perpetuated. What's your reason? What if I complain and they sack this person? Now, because we always have that mindset of, you don't want somebody to lose their job, you don't want to be a contributing factor to another person's negativity or bad, whatever, you would just find that we perpetuate nonchalance, we perpetuate mediocrity, we perpetuate stupidity in the place of work, and it continues. Now, so that lack of assertiveness by the people has meant that businesses can do whatever they feel like and get away with it. So our culture has been key to exactly how businesses handle issues relating to customer service. And we're also being trained not to question things. I mean, I wouldn't want to get into it too much, but you see the whole NSAS and the aftermath of NSAS, the fact that some people, young people, felt that things are not going the way they should. And you see the way it's been handled over the period between October and now. you just clearly see that what I'm just talking about. In fact, that's the best definition of lack of assertiveness. People are not encouraged to speak up. People are encouraged to be timid and just accept status quo as it is. And that plays out in the business setup. Okay, so first, businesses should realize that they are in this for the long haul. It's a long-term thing. That's one. So it's not a point and key situation. It's not a microwave scenario where you just put it in and you get the result. No, it's going to take some time. Secondly, is that businesses should create opportunities and channels for customers to give them feedback. Feedback is always important. Feedback helps you improve the customer experience. The last point is that customers must begin to realize that when you give a company feedback, when you express your displeasure about a service that you have received, you are not doing them a disfavor. You are not trying to run that business down. What you're basically doing is to point out an aspect of their service offering where they need to improve. Now, once you're able to do that, now you will find that gradually businesses will begin to realize that, okay, it's high time we up our game in this specific area. And then lastly, government needs to also step up in terms of regulatory minimum standards. Okay, so we talk about airlines. If airlines realize that certain things are not acceptable and they will be penalized and fined for it, and it will cost them good money, then all of a sudden they begin to sit up and do the right things.